In today's video, I'm going to share 14 tiny ways to make your home feel more luxurious, more cozy, and just a little bit more expensive. There's nothing better to me than a comfortable, beautiful home to relax in, so I'm going to share some interior design, but more so kind of just like practical tips and tricks to help your home look and feel more high-end. Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jillz and I help women step into their power and become their best self, live their best life. But today I'm doing a little bit of a different video and I'm excited for it. So let's just dive on into it. The first way to make your home feel more luxurious, and I think this is the most important one out of all of them, is to keep it decluttered. Keep it tidy and organized. It doesn't matter how nice a place is, if there is just constant clutter everywhere, it will just automatically downgrade it. It will make it feel less comfortable, less luxurious. It's especially important to focus on areas of the home that are more like out in the open, things that you always see, like especially the clutter that sits on top of countertops, that visual clutter everywhere, like the clutter that just is in the entryway table or the kitchen countertops or your nightstand or your office desk or your bathroom counters. All of this visual clutter can really add up and really put a damper on your space. So I think those things that you see like immediately are the most important, but also even things, if you can, like having organized drawers, having a place for things, making sure that your closet is not just an explosion of clothes all over the floor. Everything has their place. Like Marie Kondo says, I think everything should have a home. And when things have a home and go in their home, it looks and feels a billion times better. Like it is prettier, yes, for sure, but also the energy is just way better. Now, another thing to make your home nicer that doesn't cost a cent is to just make your bed every day. Not only does this make your space just look so much nicer, but also it kind of just gives you like a sense of accomplishment in the morning. Like you already checked something off the list and it kind of just boosts your mood. It starts your day off right. Like I usually have a much better day when I make my bed in the morning. And your home just does not feel as luxe when your bed is not made. You know, if you get home from a long day and take a warm shower and change into your PJs, it feels so much cozier to get into a made bed, to peel the covers off and slide on in there and be all cozy. You know that feeling, like that feels so much better than getting into an unmade bed where the comforter's already falling off to the side and the pillows are just thrown everywhere. Again, clutter and mess and things just being disorganized, it doesn't look good and it doesn't feel good. So having a nicely made bed just makes your space feel so much more comfortable and looks so much more visually appealing. And it's free. The third way to create a home that feels more luxurious is to make your bedroom your sanctuary and to find bedding that you absolutely love. Bedding that is just so soft and so comfortable. We're in bed for like literally a third of our life, like actually. And when we have good sleep, then we have better health. We have a better next day, right? So I think that our sleep and everything related to our sleep in our bed is so important. Do you ever get to a hotel on vacation and you get in bed and you're like, all right, well, this could be better. It instantly makes the whole experience feel less comfy, less luxe. If you don't feel just like so amazing and so comfy at the end of the day in your bed, if you feel like your sheets are like scratching you or you just get like really hot in them or whatever, that is just the worst. And it just makes it so your home is not the cozy retreat that you want. It makes it feel more cheap and lower quality. Personally, I think this is one of the areas you should invest in your home first, like just your bed and your bedroom, that whole setup. I think this is one of the places where you'll get the most bang for your buck because your sleep is so important to your quality of life. I only use organic sheets and organic bedding and like organic pillows, and even my mattress is more non-toxic, like they don't use any flame retardants or anything on there. I love the feeling knowing that my bed, my little sanctuary, has less chemicals. That is really important to me personally, just the life I try to live. And that to me feels more spa-like, more high-end. Now, speaking of, if you want to elevate your home, you may want to check out Brooklinen, who is kindly sponsoring this video. Brooklinen is a luxury sheets company creating high-quality home goods to elevate your home. Like I said, your sheets matter. You're in bed for a third of your life. So it's important to invest in high-quality ones that will actually last and are actually comfy. Brooklinen always releases new seasonal colors too, which can just be kind of fun. We tend to have just more of like crisp white bedding all the time, but honestly, if I didn't live with a man, I'm obsessed with this morning mauve color. I think it is so beautiful and I think that would be my pick. One thing I love about Brooklinen is they actually have an organic cotton sheet option. You know, I just said that I only use organic sheets, organic bedding, and so this is a huge win for me. And their sheets are tried and true, over 100,000 5-star reviews. Tons of my friends have them and love them. So what I got is the organic hardcore sheet bundle. So instead of buying individual items, you can save 20% by purchasing it as their hardcore bundle, which includes a core sheet set, a duvet cover, and extra pillowcases. They're made in Portugal with GOTS certified organic cotton, and their organic sheets have a breathable 300 thread count weave for that timeless hotel style luxury. So you can shop for their organic hardcore sheet bundle or any other bundles from the comfort of your own home, and you can mix and match different colors. So it doesn't all have to be the same. Since sleeping in these sheets, the biggest things I've noticed is that they are just very soft and comfy and very hotel-esque, but also I have a problem with like temperature regulation at night. I hate getting hot at night, so I cannot have sheets that make me hot, and these do not make me hot. And I also just love the way that they look in my room. Brooklinen is offering my viewers a special discount of $20 off any order over $100. Just click the link down below in the description and use my code Jillz20. Thank you, Brooklinen, and let's get back into it. Number 4, another little tip to make your home feel more luxe is to have less plastic in your home. Now, I totally get it. You can't really get rid of like everything plastic in your home. I still have plastic stuff in my home, but plastic can kind of just like really cheapen the appearance of things. And there are little changes that you can make to level up your home. Like instead of having plastic Tupperware, getting glass Tupperware. And first of all, this is gonna last a lot longer, but also it's just healthier for you. Like that plastic can start leaching into your food, especially if you are microwaving it or putting it into the oven. And that's not good. And I mean, like obviously using things like plastic utensils or plastic plates, I know it's easier, but it's obviously going to cheapen the feel and appearance of your home. I know it's like almost impossible to get rid of all the plastic things, but especially think about all the things that you visually see all the time. Another huge thing too, and I think this can really change the look and feel of our home, is what we use as our storage containers. Like those storage containers that are just cheap plastic, but are sitting out in the living room or the family room or whatever, that are holding like board games or blankets or toys. When it's just plastic, it's not really doing much to elevate your home. But if it's a more natural material, like one of those like woven basket types of storage containers like one here, it can really just make the space look so much better. They're just a little bit more decorative, a little bit more high-end. But I mean, my pantry organization still has plastic in there. I do my best. Being organized, even if it's just with plastic, is better than being cluttered. But just where you can, switching out plastic for more high quality, sustainable, and prettier looking materials, it will elevate your home. Okay, moving on to number 5, you know, it can totally ruin the look of a home, and I get so annoyed by this all the time. It's just like those little cables and wires everywhere. They are my biggest pet peeve, and sometimes it is so hard to hide them, kind of impossible. But I think doing your best with cable management can really help to make your home look and feel more luxurious. It is so worth it to organize and tidy your cables. The biggest place to do this is the home office for sure, living room, nightstands if you have a lot of cords on there, or even maybe the kitchen if you have a lot of like equipment sitting on the countertop. Of course, you can't hide cords completely, unfortunately, but you can help to make them look a little bit better and not be as distracting for your eyes. So there are little things that you can get for cable management. Like there are like little Velcro ties that you can tie around wires to keep them more organized. There are little like wired cable management boxes where you can put all the cables, and they're meant to go like somewhere hidden so you don't see them. I got all my stuff from Amazon. If you just type in cable management on Amazon or Google or whatever, a bunch of stuff will come up for keeping your cables all organized and tidy. In my office, I drilled like a cheap little $7 grommet from Amazon into my nice desk. It was very scary because I was worried that I was gonna ruin it, but we didn't. And that's where all the wires go down into. And then we got this little cable box that basically hides and holds the power strip, and where all the plugs are, it goes up underneath my desk so that you can't see it. And then I have like little wire tape so that the cable is taped to the bottom of my desk, and so you can't see it. It just makes it look a lot nicer. Of course, the cables in there are not completely hidden or anything because I can't. I have a laptop, I have a lamp, I have a big desktop computer, like a desktop monitor, so I can't hide them all, but it really does help to make it look better. Okay, you might laugh at this next one, but it is very important. And that is getting the good toilet paper. If you want your home to feel more luxurious, you can't have the kind that just feels like sandpaper or just basically the kind that rips when you use it. You gotta have that like nice, soft, thicker stuff, you know? Do you ever walk into a nice hotel room or a nice restaurant or a person's house that's really, really beautiful and you go to use the bathroom and you finish up in there and you're like, what is this? That is the worst. And if you want to elevate your bathroom, having the nice, more plush toilet paper will do that. Or if you're into it, you can get a bidet too. They're not very expensive, so that's also something. Now, another quick change you can make to your bathroom to have it feel more luxurious is to actually switch out your shower head. And it's not very difficult. Usually you just kind of screw it on and off. Usually most showers are like that. And you can just pick up a nicer shower head at Target or any of those like home improvement stores. They have a bunch to pick from. And having a nicer shower head on your shower can really do wonders. It can totally help elevate your bathroom experience. It can also sometimes help with the water pressure and just how it all feels. So this is just like a little quick fix to make your shower feel a little bit more high-end. Okay, number 8, the last quick bathroom change to elevate your home and your bathroom is if you have a shower curtain, having a curved shower rod instead of the straight one. So in our master bathroom, we have a glass door, but in our guest bathroom, we have a shower rod and it is curved. And so basically the curved shower rod just adds in a few extra inches of space right here so that the shower curtain isn't like touching you the whole time and like sticking to your skin. It's just a lot more comfortable. That few extra inches can feel a lot more roomier and a lot better. And it's another little change that you can make. You can just usually buy another shower rod, take that one down, put another one up. They're at all the home improvement stores, Amazon, everything. Now, moving on from little bathroom things, the 9th way to make your home feel more luxurious is by adding fresh flowers. Everything feels more expensive, more luxurious, more high-end when you have bouquets of fresh flowers around. Like, it just totally elevates and beautifies the space. What I like to do is get a few different varieties of flowers from the grocery store, like one bouquet of like a very beautiful, vibrant flower, like peonies or things like that. And then I get another bouquet of just greenery, and then another bouquet of more of just like a cheaper filler flower, like baby's breath or something like that. And then I will take those and organize it into a few different flower arrangements to go throughout the house, and it just totally elevates it. It just makes it feel nicer. Now, I know a lot of home decor places also sell fake flowers, and they are very appealing. And I think that sometimes they can look okay and look pretty real and good, but other times they can look really cheap. And I think if you get fake flowers that are not good, like that are not very real, I think it can make the whole house look a little bit more cheap. Which is fine, you know, who really cares? But if you want it to look more high-end, then I think fresh flowers is the way to go, or finding a faker arrangement that is really, really good. Like, I have one in my house and it is like this beautiful orchid arrangement that is fake, but you can't really tell until you really look up close. The next thing that I think can really help elevate your home, and I feel like this is something that you don't really think about when you're like a new homeowner or have your first new apartment or something like that, is the light bulbs. Like, having the right light bulb is important. Your lighting can either really enhance a space or make it worse. And of course, people are going to have preferences for this, but basically light bulbs have different kelvins, which is basically a range of how warm or how cool your light is. So if you get bulbs that are around more 2700 kelvins, that's usually what I have, that's like a nice warm glow. If you have one that's like 3500 kelvins or higher, that tends to get more cooler. It looks more natural light, but then you also get those bluish tones. So there's a few things here. One, you want to have bulb cohesiveness. So if you have all these different light bulbs everywhere, like one's really bluish, one's really warm, it just kind of looks funny and it doesn't look good. So you want to kind of, for the most part, have that bulb cohesiveness and figure out what kind of lighting style you want. And two, I generally think that the warmer bulbs around like 2700 kelvins, I think that looks more luxe. I think if you have more of the whiter bulbs, sometimes it can make your place look more sterile and cold, but ultimately it's up to you. Like, if you live somewhere that gets really dark and gloomy, maybe you want your space to have more of that like whiter, more brighter natural light. So it's up to you. Whatever you choose, that lighting piece is important, and trying to keep it cohesive is important. One last thing about bulbs, light bulbs also have a lumens number. So basically it's like the higher number of lumens they have, the brighter the bulb is. And if you have a like lamp that has like basically no shade or like a glass covering, kind of like these pictures here, if you choose a light bulb that is really, really bright, has a high number of lumens, then sometimes it is too bright for the eyeballs because there's no shade on there, and it can really downgrade your space. It can make it feel not cheap, but it won't feel as luxe and cozy. Whereas if there's a lamp that has a really big, thick shade on it, you can put a high number of lumens in there because that shade is gonna cover it, so it's not as harsh on your eyes. What I'm saying is that not all bulbs are the same, and they give off different vibes, and they give the space a different feeling, so take that into account. And this is such a little easy switch too. So next, another way to make your home feel fancier, more elevated, all that, more luxe, is to put things in nice containers. So like for example, your soap dispenser on your bathroom counter. It usually has a big old label on it and it's like plastic or whatever. It usually doesn't look that nice, but if you put it into a nice, beautiful glass soap dispenser, you can get them from a lot of like the nice home goods stores and things like that, it can just look a lot nicer. Having like those big labels on things just makes it look cheaper. Anything that's like out that you see all the time, I like to try to put those in nicer containers. Not as much the things that I'm just putting in drawers, but anything that's like sitting out on counters, if you put it in nicer containers, it just will elevate the space. Like for example, I love taking Epsom salt baths. I take them all the time. So I always have a big bag of Epsom salt in my bathroom, but I purchased a big glass container. It's like this big, it's pretty big, and it sits on the side table by my bathtub, and I pour the Epsom salt into that, and that's where I store it, and it just looks so much better. I get rid of the huge plastic bag and the big ugly label. It just looks a lot better. And moving on, number 12 is artwork. Of course, artwork can absolutely elevate your space. Now the thing with artwork is you can get some art for $10 and some for $1 million, so there is a huge range there. But regardless, filling your walls with artwork or just things that mean something to you, I think it can make your home just look and feel a lot better. A little trick, for example, I got this little cheap, I don't know, $10 print from Amazon. I just really like the picture. It's this girl sitting in a field. And so I got it, and it's just like a rollout piece of paper. It's just a print. And I put it into a frame that was also cheap, but it's not just like a simple white wood frame. It's a more elevated frame. It's gold with like intricate details on it. And I think putting a cheaper print like that into something that looks a little bit more intricate, more expensive or fancy, I think it can kind of help to elevate it a little bit. But I will say I have gotten a few pieces of artwork from Amazon that are kind of cute, and they were really cheap. I just got them to kind of like fill my shelves in my home office because I didn't want it to be too blank. So I just got some $10 artwork, honestly, from Amazon, and it's kind of cute. I mean, you can obviously tell when you look up close that it's not this fancy piece, but as long as you're not looking at it like right here, you don't really notice it too much. I will say also something that just definitely feels more like expansive and luxe and high end is like big statement pieces, big statement art, really large art, or like really large mirrors. That for sure will make your space feel more luxurious, but those are usually more expensive. So, and next, number 13 is having a hidden trash can in your kitchen. Now, I know that you can't always do this because sometimes it's just based on the way that your kitchen is built, right? Like we have a pull-out drawer now for our trash. Our home just came with that. It just looks a little bit nicer when you can hide your trash. So either that's making a pull-out trash can or putting your trash in the cabinet underneath the sink. But if you hide it, it can definitely make your kitchen feel more luxurious, and no one really likes to look at trash, especially food trash. And lastly, if you want to make your home feel more luxurious and high-end, it has to smell good. If it smells nice, it will automatically give you more of that feeling. So of course this means keeping it clean and taking the trash out regularly and all that stuff, but also, you know, having nice smelling candles, non-toxic candles, hopefully. Essential oil diffusers with your favorite oils or anything like that, that can just help make the home smell better. It'll kind of feel more like a spa. Having indoor plants can also help to freshen up the air as well. A lot of them are air purifying, they are filtering, so that can also help the air just be healthier and feel better. Also, baking will make your home smell amazing too. Just saying. That is it. Let me know what you thought. Is there anything that I missed on this list? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a different video today, and don't forget to check out Brooklinen and use my discount code and link below in the description. If you like this video, I highly recommend you check out this video, how to live a more luxurious life on a budget. If you like this video, then I think you'll like this one. So I will see you over there, or I'll just see you next time in my next video. Bye.